With the Forsaken Hunter releasing tomorrow, we've worked out who murdered Merrick. Alright, so before we even mention a single thing about this, I'm going to give you a spoiler warning, as I'm pretty sure the community theory here is correct. I'm going to explain all the evidence, what we've all been thinking, and what essentially the current thought is of who killed Merrick. So if you don't want to know, because it is extremely likely, please do click off. It's releasing tomorrow, so if you want to wait and work it out for yourselves, please do go ahead. Right then, now that everyone's left who wants to, we can crack on with the mystery. Who has murdered Merrick? So let's look at a couple key aspects. The first piece of solid clear evidence we know is that it was one of Wanda's friends.
Well, well. It would seem that our friend has delivered, just as we planned.
So then, who could Wanda's friend be? It's not going to be Duke because he's there with them, and it's not going to be her sister because they have obviously opposing ethical beliefs, and Wanda doesn't really have that many friends. It sounds funny, but she doesn't like making allies. She very much likes to fly solo as much as she can, unless she sees a profit in it for her. However, in a previous cinematic trailer in The Forts of the Forgotten, we have seen her with another masked stranger. So then, who actually is this mysterious figure? And this is the final chance before I say who I think it is, although if you've been a member of the community, you probably do know what's been circulating. Last chance? In my personal opinion, it's Amaranta.
Did you kill him?
Disgusting!
The once vice leader of the Sea Dogs before mysteriously disappearing prior to its closure, and there are multiple pieces of evidence for this. The first bit being is really quite simple. The Dark Brethren are made up of corrupted souls who have suffered loss in the Sea of Thieves. Davy Jones, who created it, suffered his lost Calypso. Wanda confessed her love to Flameheart, who rejected her. Duke was cast away from the Bilge Rats by Lorena. The Siren Queen had her Siren King ripped away from her, and finally the Gold Holder, who is cursed and outcast to the shores of gold as punishment after his captain Ramsay defeated him. His loss here is essentially losing gold, I suppose, I'm not quite sure here. But anyway, Amaranta was cast out from the Sea Dogs, and her dialogue always hinted that she hated DeMarco and Lassetti, and that she really did not care for them when she was originally outside the Sea Dogs Tavern. The second piece of evidence is that look at Aramanta's outfit. We can see that there are feathers underneath her shirt. And if we look at the mysterious figure in the Forts of the Forgotten trailer, we can also see that albeit they're two different colours, there are obviously feathers under the shirt. The other thing to mention is that just looking at the character's overall posture, it is obviously a female, you can tell by the body shape of her. So this masked stranger is pretty obvious that it's going to be Aramanta. However, just to add on to how do we actually know that the masked stranger is Wanda's friend, well, there's actually a new article that's recently come out that essentially gives you the backstory to the Forsaken Hunter adventure. Let's take a look at that, shall we? The banner is one of the pieces of key art to the Forsaken Hunter, and we can see that there is this mysterious woman, because this is not Wanda, the body shape is too slim, is from the Forts of the Forgotten trailer, with the mask not on her, essentially hinting that we'll be finding out who it is. And if you're still not 100% absolutely convinced that it is this masked stranger that we saw in the trailer, then there is one final very conclusive piece of evidence. While Sans was active, when you can look at the next adventure, the journal was the Ferryman's Journal. However, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, that has recently changed. Now the journal has a picture of two masked strangers on it. Originally I thought nothing of this, but in light of the recent trailers and the recent theories going in our community, this just makes perfect sense. There are 2 masked figures on it because one of them is Wanda, and one of them is who I suspect to be Aramanta, the person who killed Merrick. Now, as for the voice we hear at the start of the trailer...
You trusting fool. Your adventures end here.
No one seems to really know if that's Aramanta or not. It has been such a long time since the anniversary update, since she was added, and we just can't remember what she sounded like. I've scoured the entirety of YouTube, there's no clips of people speaking to her, and those that I have found, they have their game audio muted. So if you do have a clip of Aramanta's dialogue, please add it to me on Twitter @_GhostAdmiral, and I'll definitely feature it in a video. Because I've no idea what it sounds like. I can't remember, and it seems that not a lot of other people can remember as well. In terms of the circumstances surrounding Merrick's death, there's some interesting pieces of information at the end of the article. Barely had Merrick set a peg leg on his favourite sea post, however, before he was drawn away on some new journey, and this time not even Lorina's bilge rats can divine his exact whereabouts. There are those who suspect he's fallen back into his bad habits and will turn up in a grog-fueled stupor sooner or later, though others are more concerned about foul play preventing his return. Have Merrick's recent successes brought about his own undoing? Is he simply taking a well-deserved vacation, or are there more nefarious forces at work? It's true that in the wake of Lost Sands, Merrick has made some new enemies eager to take revenge upon the pirate who many consider to be a pillar of the community. For all we know, you may even be among their number. Still, there's no question that the Sea of Thieves owes Merrick dearly. Soon Lorina will be entreating Pirate to settle that debt and see if they can bring the heroic hunter safely home. You'll be able to join the search and discover the truth behind this fateful disappearance for yourself when the Forsaken Hunter launches on June 30th, a maritime manhunt that lasts until July 14th. Mark the date carefully, it may just save Merrick's skin. So it looks like at the start of the trailer, Belle's dialogue is true. Belle sent Merrick on an adventure, a favour for her, but then something happened. So it makes us wonder, was Belle evil? Was Belle part of this plan? Was Belle friends with Aramanta? Or was it just something fateful that happened while he was on a mission from Belle? Very interesting stuff, and we've not got long to wait now, as this adventure is literally releasing tomorrow as of recording this video. It's all very interesting stuff. I do wonder what happened to Merrick, and it's very important to note that all this is just guesswork. I could be completely wrong about Aramanta. She may have absolutely nothing to do with any of this. She might be an NPC that's been removed from narrator return. But I'm not 100% convinced. Again, this is just my theory. Again, let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below, because there are many suspects floating around the community. Aramanta is just who I'm personally siding with. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider leaving a like, it helps out an absolute ton, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out, so you never miss a single bit of news. And why not hit the bell as well? And if you do want to go the extra mile, you can become a channel member for just a small fee a month. It really supports me an absolute ton, and you earn loads of cool perks, rewards and bonuses. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.